anticipated contest between the Carolina Panthers and these guys defending their home turf. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking a sweep and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt.
Yeah.
These teams don't like each other.
The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And we'll get a look at their signal caller playing in his 7th season.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That will be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Playing in your own building, a little extra adrenaline as they take the field. No surprise, this home team feeds and plays off the crowd. First play of the game, and already we're seeing an impact being made defensively.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Well, this group right here, Brock, poised to make a run in the playoffs, but they've had to earn that trip to the postseason, haven't they, without some of their teammates here on the field.
And for everyone on this injury report, the key is recovery. If you got a shot to make it back, any shot, you're going to do all you can to be a part of a playoff run. And for those guys out there playing today, the key word is prevention. Do not add anybody else to this list before the postseason arrives.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. They're brought out by one of the team's youngest and brightest in his first season out of Clemson.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Running it again with Dobbins. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they could be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. To the air on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They'll get 16 yards on that play, and that means first down. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They're going play action. Completing over the middle. This is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. They've got to like how they've been moving it early here. It's down to the opposing 45-yard line. They'll run on first down with Dobbins. Escapes a defender. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a new set of downs. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, third down. He'll try to do it himself. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stuck like a line. No gain. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, he's taking it on the option. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. 1st and goal. They're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. Dobbins has the San Antonio touchdown. The Dragons have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
That one right down the middle. And the Dragons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Panthers and their wide receivers set for this next possession. And he's been one of the central pillars of this offense this season. Right now sitting 2nd in the NFL in receptions. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Flushed out now to his left. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Gain of 10. And the Panther first down.
We've set it downs from 37. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you can see he gets the ball and he sees the defender waiting for him right on the edge. And at that point, dead on arrival. A good effort on his part to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Running back sent in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. Carolina in punt formation. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Starts his return from the 23. That's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. We've set it downs from 37. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Oh, they're going to run the option in the short side. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that 1st down. Picks up 4.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
He tries to sneak it. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
48-yard line.
Straight ahead. Here's Dobbins. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
He was
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And this one is center change. Couldn't have hit that much better.
When you talk to kickers about kicking field goals of this length, they will tell you, Kate, you got to keep it a little lower and you got to drive it. But you still got to be accurate. Basically, all the pieces got to come together like they just did to hit from that distance.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing now, another shotgun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring out 2nd and 1. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. It's a 10-0 ball game. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Pass play coming here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Looking in the air here. Short pass brought in. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw. Throw caught at the 6. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
First and goal, Carolina.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Panthers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Kicking team out to try the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers cut it to a field goal game.
Panthers 7.
Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Dragons are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he's been more than just his passing touchdowns this season. In fact, you can see it right here. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing scores late in the campaign. They'll throw it here on first. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Kicked it outside, found himself about 4 yards as a result. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They're throwing it. Finds him over the middle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. So 1st down from the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. That one's complete over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Connecting on the slant. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Trying the comeback route. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Drawing up the design keeper. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Brought in. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5. Right up next to that line of gain.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Has this at the 6. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Carolina offense headed out now. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. On 1st down, they'll run. Winning their full steam ahead, but they ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Hits him on the in route. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. 3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. He's got it at the 30. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. We'll send him over right. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. That's who's wide out. It's a screen. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 3.
They're going to try and throw it here. Dumps it off to his running back. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up
So the 2nd and long coming up. And that is on the other side of our 2-minute warning. More from San Antonio coming up. Offense to the line. 2nd down. Here's a throw. Brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 8th play to drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Back to throw. Catch made. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers tie it in the final minute of the half. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll take the lead.
14.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Making some progress here. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Dragons returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he's already scored once this game. Something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding that end zone. Throwing now on 1st down. Complete out to the right side. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe block as he's set out.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
He's dropping back to throw.
At the 50-yard line.
All the left side. And he fights it. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
So they sent it to a second set of eyes in New York, and the call on the field is confirmed. Going to throw this from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And they take him down right along the 30.
It's a gain of 7.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Looking to throw here. Brought in by his back. Dobbins. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's another San Antonio 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. This one's caught. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
16.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
One final shot before the half. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Final 3 weeks of the regular season. The regular season witching hour, when playoff teams become also-rans and also-rans become playoff teams. Let's dive in. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin in Foxborough, the Patriots at home to take on the Jaguars. And it's the Jaguars quarterback, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. From there, we check out another big late-season game, playoff implications here. And this is the Jets quarterback with one of his 3 first-half touchdown passes. The Jets up by a touchdown, 21-14 the halftime score. Lastly, got one more to show you here. And this is the home team running back. And this will turn into one of the best plays of the week. He's gone. The Lions lead it by a touchdown at the half. With that, time for a look at the playoff picture. Things starting to come into focus in the NFC here in Week 16. In the game you're watching, both teams making a strong case in this one, a 2-point differential at the break. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. And following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play, and hopefully this doesn't affect his availability for the playoffs. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. Second down now. They need 7. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the first. He's at the 34.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and...
He has it on the QB sneak. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me, and I think many, scratching our heads.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Injuries like these haven't stopped them from locking up a playoff spot, Brock. They've been able to fight through them to remain one of the best teams in the entire conference.
I mean, I love that word, fight. It's definitely the key one here. There's been tremendous fight, grit, toughness up and down this roster to keep their level of play despite all these injuries. We've gotten some tremendous fight out of the players who've stepped into those shoes and taken advantage of the opportunities.
Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They kick the running back in motion. Back to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6 yards.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's going to run for it. And this will be a pickup of about 3. Is that enough to convince them to go for it here?
That is such a good play defensively. A play you can take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback where he could scramble for the first.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Now looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Has him on the quick hitter. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, Carolina.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Let's see what they want to do here. It's 2nd and inches. They go to him again. And he will not tuck it in. The defense holds. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
He keeps it himself. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal. A little bit surprised the kicking team isn't out there. They're going for it. It's 4th and goal. Motioning him from the slot right. He gets a look up the middle. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And give him about that 15-yard line before they're able to drop him. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds his back complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. This fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Catch is made in close. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone.
1st down and goal to go.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Dragons push this to an 8-point game. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dragons push the lead to 2 scores now.
Panthers 14.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. 1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Back to throw now. Short pass brought in. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up, and they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He's going to throw it. Dump off, caught by his back. Down the sideline inside the 40. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone.
And the Panthers first down.
We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Caught out wide. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They give it to him up the middle. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers cut the lead down to just 2.
Panthers 21.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Dragons headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Pass play on 1st and 10. It's on the turf, ball's out, he lost it. Picked up by the Panthers. Well, they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
The Panthers set to take the field. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. Look at where they start with the football now.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. One lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. They'll throw it. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
Direction doesn't look good here. He missed it right. And the deficit remains unchanged here in the 4th.
Kate, he's going to be asking himself the same question on the walk back to the sideline, sitting on the bench, leaving the stadium, on the bus, wherever he goes. What went wrong? Why did the accuracy he shows in warm-ups disappear right when his team needed him the most?
The Dragons ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to pass on first and 10. They try to set the screen. Dobbins. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Looking now from the gun. Hits his running back. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Offense is set, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the red zone on first. Throws caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
Throwing it again here. To his wide out, it's a screen. And this one does not go far.
To number 88.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll work against the blitz. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! The Dragons push this to an 8-point game. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons push the lead to 2 scores now. Following a touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Panther offense headed out to the field. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Tight end motioning right. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to the well again. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up
Air it out on 3rd. Finds him over the middle. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
a gain of 7.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Panthers cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Dragons are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. We get it on the ground here with Dobbins. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Running it again with Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And they nearly picked up the first down with that effort. Ball advances to the 45-yard line. We have an injured player down there. Looks like it's a member of the Panthers in some discomfort. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Got to keep this one and go. We're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
44-yard line.
This time he's looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Finds him on the crossing route. And that is a touchdown. The Dragons push this to an 8-point game. So sensational work about a skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Dragons push the lead to 2 scores now.
37. Panthers 28.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Carolina offense headed out now. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Looking quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 31.
That's complete right side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's good for the Panthers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Finds him on the slant. And what a big play that was on 1st down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back.
Downfield. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still 1st down.
So after the 5 yards are marched off, here's 1st and 15. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Airing it out on 1st down. Complete out to the right side. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. He's going to throw it again. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Completed over the middle. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Here comes their offense out again. And as that defense comes off the field clean, making this stop, Brock, they've got to feel that they're just moments away from this victory.
Yeah, the odds would tell you that. Certainly a 2-possession lead this late ought to do it, but crazy things happen in this league every week. So don't go taking that jersey off until your offense hopefully runs out the clock.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Oh, he puts some air under this one. Right side. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. Dobbins will not get past the line. He's held up at 4. Now the Panthers decide to spend their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Setting up for the kneel down on third.
It's now third and goal.
It's a designed run for him. And they're really trying to pile it on here. The offense staying out there on 4th and goal. Quick throw right side. And in he goes for the touchdown. The Dragons could walk away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
This one lines up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with.
At their own 35-yard line.
One final shot here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dragons emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from San Antonio.